Yo, thanks for tuning in to Celeb Sauce, your source for celeb news. Now, today we have Funk Flex on labeling everybody a snitch. We got Lil Uzi Vert coming for DJ Akademiks. Offset in a child support dispute. Yo Gotti and Jay-Z coming for the prison system. Travis Scott ghosting folks, and 6ix9ine with the threats. Yes, lots to cover for today. Yo, thanks for tuning in to Celeb Sauce. If this is your first time to the channel, be sure to subscribe, smash that notification bell, and join the awesome squad so you can help us put out some of the fires these folks be setting. Oh yeah, and be sure to hit that like button if you're feeling us. Hit it 3 times if we are doing the most. Now, first up to the stage is Funk Master Flex, who appears to be tired of the 6ix9ine Snitch 9 name calling. In fact, Funk Flex prefers for rappers that are claiming to be real G's in the streets to go back to the good old days of throwing the hands, when folks were ready to knuckle down with the fisticuffs instead of the cowardly move of pulling the trigger. And honestly, I think the man has a point. Cowardice is a character trait we see all too well with suckers that are ready to pull a trigger from a distance instead of getting all up close and personal on some real G-ish. Now, I think the idea is this. Cowards generally tend to be afraid of being humiliated by getting duffed out from their opponents, and as a result, they would prefer to keep their opponents as much of a distance as possible. Now, anyway, Funk Flex posted the following statement. He said, quote, FYI, for every popular rapper of the last 10 years is eligible to be a snitch. Why? Because y'all ain't got no bodies and no real cases, just gun charges because y'all afraid to knuckle up. That's not street dude. That's not a street dude. That's called being scared. Modern rappers are actors, close quote. Now, Flex added the caption, modern day popular rappers are actors, civilians. They really don't live the life they portray in the videos. By the way, there's nothing wrong with that. It sure sounds like you're saying there's something wrong with it. Anyway, he goes, but don't flip-flop between gangster and civilian. There's real, quote unquote, real dudes putting in street work, laughing at y'all. Hashtag just my opinion. Now, I'm sure that there are real street dudes out there that are laughing at all these quote-unquote rappers / actors. Now, Brett Mike Media came through following up Flex's post with an interesting comment which said, quote, I could load every gun with bullets that fire backwards. Probably wouldn't lose a single rapper. With the owl after that. Yo, that's a pretty interesting statement, and I like that. Essentially saying that all these dudes that are fronting like they, you know, popping caps and all that other stuff probably wouldn't be doing anything of the sort. Now, Lil Uzi is next to the stage, rubbing the tree stump before making his statement for DJ Akademiks, when he essentially let DJ Akademiks know that he does not appreciate the DJ posted every detail of every artist's life. When Lil Uzi posted the following on the gram, he said, quote, why did Akademiks gotta post everything you made it, bruh? That doesn't make, all right, whatever. I gotta read this the way it's written, man. See, it ain't me. Y'all be thinking like, oh, he can't read. I'm reading how these people write. Why do Akademiks gotta post everything you made it, bruh? FYI, I don't talk about other rappers, especially if I don't know them. I have a life outside of this ish, close quote. Now, I think that Uzi may be forgetting that AK is a hip-hop news blogger, and his purpose in the culture is to keep his ears to the streets and look into info and release to the masses moves that an artist makes and thoughts an artist may have to the culture, which actually can help artists remain significantly relevant to the culture. But of course, if negative things are presented to the culture, that is where we talk about what 6ix9ine was saying, where he's essentially saying that the blogger is using his power to start fires. This is what Meek Mill and Tekashi 6ix9ine were referencing when they spoke about DJ Akademiks. And this is where we try to come through, man. We on the real Celeb Sauce, man. Our aim is to put out a lot of the fires that folks be trying to light in various parts of the hip hop culture. Now, Offset is next to the stage, stumbling to the stage concerning the terms of his child support payments. Now, evidently, he will be heading into court, a court-mandated mediation with the mother of his 5-year-old daughter, Nicole Algerin, since he cannot reach an amicable agreement concerning child support payment for their 5-year-old daughter. Now, last year, she did bring the artist to court for limited child support and wanted him to participate more when it comes to visitation. But your boy countersued for joint custody of his daughter, denied claims that he wasn't providing support for the 5-year-old, and demanded that his daughter's last name be changed to his official last name. I'm surprised it wasn't his last name already. Now, Offset and Algerin have been forced, if you will, to a 3-hour session at the Office of Alternative Dispute Resolution to work out their child support dispute, which, if the two fail to come to a consensus, court proceedings will presume in the near future. And we know how those tend to play out. If you make a mill, 3/4 of that tends to go to child support for the month. Now, hopefully that whole thing could get rectified ASAP. Now, Yo Gotti and Jay-Z have come to the stage and dropped a hammer on the Mississippi State Penitentiary System when they both secured legal representation for approximately 200 inmates against the prison for keeping the prisoners in unacceptable living conditions. Now, Jay-Z and Team Rock have filed a lawsuit against the Mississippi Department of Corrections and provided the inmates with a questionnaire of sorts concerning their living environment. Now, the questionnaire revealed exactly what you would expect from the prison system, which included flooded cells, rat infestation, black mold, and undercooked meals that sometimes contain roaches, rat feces, and bird droppings. Now, where the hell did the bird droppings come from? It's like they prepared the food in Debo's pigeon coop. Anyway, while Rock Nation has been handling this prison reform initiative during the COVID-19 pandemic, the pandemic has crept its way into the prison, with inmates showing symptoms of the virus but not receiving the proper treatment for the sickness. Now, the lawsuit that allowed the inmates to take legal action against the prison showed that they often lack the necessary protective equipment, social distancing procedures, and the medical care for those suffering from symptoms of COVID-19. Now, Yo Gotti released an official statement in the court documents that reads thus, quote, "The situation in Parchman is dire. More and more of the incarcerated population are reaching out for help and pleading for immediate medical attention, especially as the coronavirus threatens their lives. Mississippi Governor Reeves, Commissioner Burl Cain, and the like, as the parent company of Parchman's healthcare provider Centurion, can't continue to neglect this tragedy and let the death toll rise. We will hold them accountable and fight for the rights of the incarcerated." Close quote. Respect to Yo Gotti for taking care and looking to the needs of those that many people tend to forget. And salute to Jay and Rock Nation, who's always taking his resources and looking out for those of us caught in the system. Y'all don't care what anybody say. At least I can rely on Jay, whether he comes through or not, to come through in behalf of a brother. Salute. And the duo received a standing ovation from the crowd. Now, the father of Auto-Tune, T-Pain, steps to the stage, letting us know that he attempted to do a track with none other than the Butterfly Effect King himself, Travis Scott, but was unfortunately ghosted by the artist. Now, T-Pain indicated that he attempted to do a track with Travis Scott and stated that Travis Scott stated that it wasn't loud enough. He needed more speakers. So T-Pain put in for more speakers, which were approximately $500 a day. Now, when T-Pain went to go get the speakers, Travis Scott was nowhere to be found. Okay, now that's kind of foul. Now, if you're not familiar with T-Pain, shame on you all right? T-Pain is essentially all the auto-tune that you hear on your radio can largely be attributed to T-Pain, who came out with the style of auto-tune in the music approximately a decade ago. All right, this is going all of Travis Scott, Lil Baby, all these cats can generally find their auto-tune roots in T-Pain, who came on the scene first pushing auto-tune rather hard. And I would call him, as we said, the godfather of auto-tune. Now, I'm sure you may find someone in the comments that can come through and say, nah, man, auto-tune really started all the way over here. And if you got that person who really started it before T-Pain, please let us know in the comments below. Now, I can't help but feel T's pain in getting ghosted by one of his auto-tune children. But hey, what do you expect, all right? Now, finally, Tekashi 6ix9ine comes through, rubbing the tree stump and steps to the stage, okay? Threatening the masses by letting us know that he's got a few more days until he is out and free for all of us to enjoy. 6ix9ine threw out a post which said, quote, August 1st, nobody's safe. 20 days and I'm free. Close quote. Causing artists and civilians alike to run for cover in fear. Now, DJ Akademiks, of course, posted the questions, quote, if we think that 6ix9ine will be out on the streets, or is he planning on moving out of the country, post the comments below, which almost sounds like it would be a safer bet for 6ix9ine to find himself somewhere out of the country. 6ix9ine responded to AK's comments by saying, quote, I'm surprised I didn't die yet, but it's not so bad being dead the way y'all support the artists after they die. Hashtag fake a love. You gotta say fake love like the Asian group. Fake a love, all right? Now, he makes this statement before a siren blares and he's yanked off the stage with a cane while Sandman comes out and does his little dance for us. Y'all remember that, right? Some of y'all like, yo, man, what's he talking about? Whatever. Anyway, it's almost kind of sad, right? I think he's right, though I personally would hope that nothing ill happens to the young artist, as all of this is largely for entertainment. And Celeb Sauce wishes no hurt, harm, or danger on any man. But I'm sure there are many out there that are looking at all the people that 6ix9ine is responsible for getting put behind bars and their families that are affected, and they're saying, yo, Celeb, we don't necessarily feel the same as you. Now, here's the question for you. Do you think Tekashi 6ix9ine is safe on the streets, or should he move outside of the country? And is T-Pain truly the father of autotune, and should he get the respect he deserves as a result? Let us know in the comments below. Be sure to like, be sure to subscribe. Thanks for tuning in to Celeb Sauce, your source for celeb news.